I'm here with Karl Dean. He is the Democrat candidate for governor here in Tennessee. And first off, Karl, just tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, my background is I am a lawyer. I went to Vanderbilt Law School, graduated in 1981, and worked as a public defender, an assistant public defender, and as the elected public defender in Nashville for about 15 years. And then after that, I was the city's attorney, the director of law, ran the law department, and handled all the city's legal affairs. And then I was elected mayor of Nashville in '07, served the 2 terms that you're allowed. My first term was a difficult one because after I got elected, the country went into the Great Recession, then we had the flood, and there were some difficult economic decisions we needed to make, and we did. But we invested in the city, and so in my second term, the boom began. And the boom continues to this day, and we were able to do a lot more in terms of putting money into education and parks and greenways and libraries and things like that during my second term. So I had a very varied time as mayor.
And what made you decide to run for governor?
My sense is that the people of Tennessee want a pragmatic, common sense, get it done sort of governor. I think that Bill Haslam, Phil Bredesen come from the same mode. Worked as a mayor. When I ran for mayor, I ran in a nonpartisan race. You had to get Democrats, Republicans, Independents to vote for you. You do the job in a way that is not about party. It's about making the city move forward. And that's what I want to do for the state. So to me, the big issues that I want to work on, that I worked on as mayor too, are education, economic opportunity, and health.
Now, you mentioned some issues there. What do you think is the biggest issue that Tennessee is facing currently?
Well, I think long term, I think it's education. I think that for Tennessee's future, the key is for us to have an education system that's given all of the young people in Tennessee a chance to succeed. We need to be a state that is producing more college graduates. At the same time, we got to recognize that there'll be a lot of people who choose not to go to college, and you got to have vocational and technical programs so they can get really good jobs. I think that's the key to economic prosperity in terms of developing the workforce that we need. And I'm happy to report that people are responsive on that. The teachers group endorsed me yesterday. And I'm committed to that. I was as mayor, and I think that's what we got to do for the state. Then I think health care is also a pressing issue. I mean, we've put ourselves in this terrible position by not doing the Medicaid expansion that Governor Haslam so correctly proposed. We're losing, millions of dollars a day. We've lost over $4 billion over the past few years. We have 300,000 people without insurance, and hospitals are closing. So we got to do something. I think the answer is clear. Do what Virginia did. You do Medicaid expansion. I think we'll see improvements.
And if elected, what are some of your plans?
Well, I think number one, it would be to support education, to support creative thinking in terms of our schools. But I think the governor's got to be someone who's going to speak up for resources to be put into our classrooms. I think we got to pay our teachers more. I'm just convinced from traveling the state that we're putting ourselves in a position where we're going to find it harder and harder to attract the people we want and to retain them. We're not paying a salary that's competitive with the rest of the country, and we're certainly not paying a salary that's competitive with states that are around us, and that's not where you want to be.
And is there anything else you'd like to say before we go?
No, just I've enjoyed my time up here. This is a beautiful part of the state. The weather here is the best right now. It is a lot cooler here. And I look forward to serving the people of Tennessee as the governor.
That was Karl Dean. He is running for governor of Tennessee on the Democrat ticket.